Quick summary TLDR. The 2026 Jeep Wrangler continues to be the brand's quintessential off-road icon while adding fresh special editions, updated powertrain options including the high-performance Moab 392 V8 and continued 4Z plug-in hybrid availability, refinements to interior tech, large Uconnect 12.3-inch displays and improved connectivity and ongoing off-road hardware and comfort upgrades. Jeep is leaning into limited edition drops and performance variants in 2026 while keeping the Wrangler's removable tops, quick-release doors and trail capability front and center. 1. The Wrangler's role and design DNA. What the Wrangler still stands for. The Wrangler remains Jeep's expression of open air, freedom, removable tops, easily removable doors, a rugged ladder frame chassis with solid front and rear axles, and a suspension and drivetrain package engineered for severe off-roading. The 2026 model keeps those fundamentals intact but modernizes them with contemporary interior comforts and digital features so the Wrangler can be at home on a technical trail and in daily urban driving. Jeep's marketing and technical pages emphasize the blend of heritage hardware, solid axles, high approach departure geometry, and modern systems, advanced driver aids, improved infotainment. 2. What's new for 2026, highlights and notable additions. Special, limited edition, drops, in Moab 392 launch. Jeep kicked off an 85th anniversary 12/4/12 program in 2026 that includes monthly special Wrangler drops. The Moab 392, a 470 horsepower, 6.4-liter HEMI V8 Wrangler, was one of the first revealed. This is a clear signal Jeep will push both celebratory limited editions and high-performance variants through 2026. Continued 4Z development. The plug-in hybrid 4Z remains part of the lineup with improvements in electric-only range and hybrid system efficiency. Jeep's engineering updates for 2026 emphasize better all-electric range and smoother hybrid integration. Infotainment and interior. Uconnect 5 with a 12.3-inch touchscreen is prominent in the 2026 Wrangler lineup, offering wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and enhanced off-road navigation and trail data features. Cosmetic, small package upgrades, new exterior colors, revised grille and bumper treatments on some trims, and additional comfort packages, heated Napa seats, upgraded audio are offered across trims and special editions. 3. Trims in the 2026 lineup at a glance. Jeep continues to offer a mix of familiar Wrangler trims and special editions. Typical trim families you'll see in the US market are Sport, Sport S, entry-level, basic off-road capability, manual or automatic options. Willys, off-road flavor with rugged bits and unique styling cues. Sahara, comfort and street friendliness with upgraded interior materials and wheels. Rubicon, the hardcore off-road trim with locking differentials, heavy axles, and trail-tuned gear. 4Z, available across certain trims, plug-in hybrid drivetrain for improved efficiency and limited all-electric driving. Moab 392, Rubicon 392, other 392 variants, V8 powered, high-performance variants with robust hardware. The 2026 Moab 392 is an example of Jeep's special edition, high-power approach. Exact names, packages and available options vary by dealer region and release timing because Jeep has adopted periodic drops and special runs. This means a new limited model may appear mid-year or month-to-month as part of Jeep's 2026 marketing cadence. 4. Powertrains, what you can choose in 2026. The Wrangler's strength is variety. Buyers can choose from traditional gasoline engines, plug-in hybrid systems, and high-performance version 8S in special trims. 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 with e-torque, in some years a tried and true V6 that balances capability and reliability, continues to be offered in many base and mid trims. Jeep's model pages list V6 offerings for standard trims. 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 with hybrid assist in 4Z models. When paired with electric motors in 4Z setups, this configuration yields strong torque and usable electric range. The 4Z plug-in hybrid variants in 2026 feature engineering improvements that aim to increase all-electric range to the high 20s-30s of miles per charge in favorable conditions. 6.4-liter HEMI V8 Moab 392 Rubicon 392. For 2026, Jeep introduced the Moab 392 with a 470 horsepower, 6.4-liter HEMI V8 and related heavy-duty off-road hardware, beadlock-capable wheels, 35-inch tires on some packages, upgraded transfer case and axles. This is for buyers who prioritize straight-line performance and torque alongside trail capability. Expect a premium MSRP for these models. Transmission. Most models continue with an 8-speed automatic. Manual transmissions may remain available on some base configurations depending on production choices. 4Z models use an integration of the gasoline engine, electric motors and a transmission generator configuration tuned to deliver both efficiency and off-road torque. 5. The 4Z plug-in hybrid. Practical notes. Jeep's 4Z is particularly relevant in the U.S. market because it blends Jeep's off-road prowess with emissions efficiency credentials. For 2026, Jeep's updates pushed the electric-only range higher. Reports indicate up to roughly 30+ miles possible in favorable conditions, and the hybrid system remains rated to tow similarly to gas variants, often around 3,500 pounds depending on configuration. If you want silent approach on technical trails or short commutes in electric mode, 4Z is the practical, livable choice. 6. Off-road hardware and capability. Drivetrain and differentials. Rubicon trims retain locking differentials, electronic or mechanical depending on trim, low-range transfer case options, select track, rock track on some trims, improved axle ratios on performance variants, and off-road selectable modes that tune traction control and throttle response for terrain. Suspension and tires. Rubicon and 392 variants come with heavy-duty components, greater ground clearance, and larger off-road tires. Beadlock-capable wheels are included on select high-performance packages. Jeep's special editions often add rock rails, skid plates, and higher approach departure bumpers for better trail clearance. Trail tech. Trail-focused electronics, trail cameras, off-road pages in Uconnect, mapped trails and navigation subscriptions help the modern Wrangler bridge analog capability with digital information. 7. Interior, comfort and infotainment. Jeep's modern Wranglers have leaned heavily on a more refined interior experience without losing ruggedness. Uconnect 5 12.3-inch screen. The available 12.3-inch Uconnect 5 touchscreen is standard or optional on higher trims. It provides wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, optional navigation, and dedicated off-road pages, trail maps, vehicle articulation data on some packages. The system responds quickly and supports over-the-air updates for features and maps. Materials and comfort. Higher trims and special editions include Nappa leather seating, heated seats, premium audio, Alpine on some packages, and more refined trims. Hard plastic surfaces remain in areas likely to get dirty in off-road use, but overall fit and finish have improved. 8. Safety, driver aids and recalls to know about. Important. Active safety features. Modern Wrangler trims offer standard and optional safety aids such as automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-path detection, adaptive cruise control, and lane keep assist depending on trim and option packages. The Wrangler's removable doors and open-air design remain a consideration for safety system behavior and sensor placement. Recent recall, OTA issue. Jeep issued a recall related to certain Wrangler 4Z models model years 2023-2025 tied to an over-the-air OTA update that could disrupt communication between the telematics box module and the hybrid control processor. That issue could cause the hybrid control to reset and result in lost drive power in some conditions. Jeep has issued remedies to revert software and is working on a permanent fix. If you're buying a used recent Wrangler 4Z, check for recall status and completed repairs. 9. Pricing and real-world value. What to expect at the dealer. Base prices. The Wrangler's base price has historically started in the low to mid $40,000 range for basic 2-door sport variants and climbs quickly as you add doors, unlimited 4-door Rubicon hardware, 4Z battery systems, or 392 V8 performance packages. Special editions like Moab 392 start much higher. The Moab 392 was reported with MSRP figures in the $80,000 range for the U.S. market depending on options. Options and dealer markups. Special editions and limited runs often carry dealer markups or limited allocation. Expect to pay above MSRP for rare 392 or anniversary models depending on demand. 4Z models can qualify for federal or state incentives if criteria are met. Check current tax credits and local incentives. 10. Fuel economy, towing and usability numbers. Towing. Typical towing ratings for Wrangler gasoline or 4Z variants are around 3,500 pounds when properly equipped. Exact capacities depend on engine, axle ratio and towing package. 4Z models' towing capability is generally comparable to gas models, but always check the specific trim's tow rating before towing heavy loads. Economy. Gas engines vary. The 4Z plug-in hybrid delivers the best equivalent fuel economy for mixed driving and adds short all-electric commutes. Expect 4Z real-world economy to depend heavily on charge patterns. Frequent recharging maximizes fuel savings. Manufacturer EPA numbers will be on window stickers and Jeep specs page for each configuration. 11. Ownership considerations, pros and cons. Pros. Unmatched open-air and trail capability for this price bracket. Extremely modular design, remove tops, doors, fit racks, and accessorize. Broad model lineup from efficient 4Z to wild V8392. Strong aftermarket, enormous community and accessory ecosystem. Cons. Ride quality and interior space trade-offs versus similarly sized mainstream SUVs. Some special editions come at a steep premium and limited availability. 4Z hybrid complexity may mean specialized service needs. Check recall, service history on used purchases. Fuel consumption for V8 variants will be high. Moab, Rubicon 392 are performance-oriented and not aimed at fuel efficiency. 12. Who should buy a 2026 Wrangler? Buy if you want a vehicle that is genuinely capable on rough trails yet still comfortable enough for everyday use, you like an open-air driving experience, or you want strong aftermarket customization potential. Consider alternatives if you prioritize cargo space, quiet highway ride, or best-in-class fuel economy. Other SUVs may be better on road. If you want the Wrangler look without compromise on highway comfort, consider a Sahara or higher trim with comfort packages. If you want the greenest Wrangler, the 4Z is the one to evaluate. 13. Practical buying advice, US market. 1. Decide drivetrain first. If you need range and low fuel usage for daily commutes, test the 4Z and confirm realistic electric range under your driving patterns. If you want maximum off-road or performance, evaluate Rubicon or 392 models. 2. Check recall and software status. For 4Z ownership especially, confirm any outstanding recalls or dealer software updates. Jeep has issued remedies for OTA-related hybrid issues. Documented completed service is a positive sign for a used vehicle. 3. Test the tech. Try the Uconnect system, CarPlay, Android Auto, and any trail navigation features you plan to use. Ensure OTA update policies and dealer support meet your expectations for long-term software maintenance. 4. Account for options and accessories. Decide which off-road packages or comfort upgrades you want. Many are dealer-installed or factory options, and special limited edition models may include desirable items but at a higher premium. 14. Comparison snapshot, how the Wrangler stacks up. Wrangler vs. Ford Bronco. Both are trail-focused with removable tops and doors. Wrangler emphasizes solid axle heritage and a huge aftermarket, while Bronco emphasizes modern modularity and often a more refined on-road demeanor. Consider test drives in both to decide on steering feel and interior ergonomics. Wrangler vs. Toyota 4Runner. 4Runner is more of a traditional midsize SUV with an emphasis on reliability and on-road comfort. Wrangler is more of a purist, off-road machine with removable top capability. Wrangler 4Z versus other PHEV SUVs. Wrangler 4Z stands out for trail torque and open-air capability. Other PHEV SUVs may deliver better on-road efficiency or cargo layout advantages. 15. Real-world reviews and what reviewers say. Press coverage and early reviews praise the Wrangler for keeping its trail identity while modernizing interiors and electronics. The Moab 392 stirred particular attention because it combines a high-displacement HEMI V8 with serious off-road hardware, which is a rare combination and reflects Jeep's willingness to diversify the Wrangler into both serious off-road and high-power performance niches. Reviewers also call out continued improvements in infotainment responsiveness and utility, while noting that heavy-duty trims carry significant weight and cost. 16. Final verdict, short. The 2026 Jeep Wrangler remains the definitive, do-it-all, off-road icon in the US market, updated with modern tech and a broader palette of powertrain choices, from efficient-ish 4Z plug-in hybrids to the thunderous 6.4-liter Moab 392. Whether it's the right vehicle for you depends on whether you value trail capability and modular open-air features more than pure on-road refinement and fuel economy. If you buy a 2026 Wrangler, pick the drivetrain that matches your use case, verify recall service history for 4Z variants, and be prepared for strong demand for special edition trims. Sources and further reading selected. Jeep official 2026 Wrangler model and specs pages. Auto Week, coverage of the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Moab 392 reveal. Motor Trend, Moab 392 details and hands-on impressions. Car and Driver, 2026 Wrangler and 4Z model details and reviews, recall coverage.